I'm Kitty.
Fuck you, man. You didn't. You bitch. I'm Max.
And we're Dango Duo.
Fuck. Well, I knew it was gonna happen because you started.
I started and then I stopped and then I went back again.
And in my head, I'm like, don't laugh, Max. Don't fucking laugh. Don't laugh. And then he gave my turn to talk, and all I had was laughter.
That's fine.
Hey, guys. Welcome to the weekly recap. We have to keep this in now. We're in now.
Yep.
Welcome to week 8
Woo!
of Winter Anime. We're Dango Duo, and we're going to be talking today about...
all the shit we watched this week, including number 24, episode 2, The Weight of a Wallet and the Wallet's Owner is Proportional, Magia record, Puella, Magi, Madoka, Magica, side story, episode 2, It's Proof of the End of a Friendship. God, there's so many long names this week. Science fell in love, so I tried to prove it, episode 2, Science types fell in love, so they tried experiments. Keep your hands off Eizouken, episode 2, The Eizouken takes the stage. Inspector, episode 3, The Rumors of the Steel Lady, and 22/7, episode 3, Hello New World. Whew!
Big week.
Big title week.
We don't have much to say about a few of these, because we actually mostly want to talk about Inspector and 22/7.
Our episode 3s that we couldn't quit, we had to give another one.
Ugh. We'll get there.
We'll get there. First off.
But let's just first off, number 24, episode 2, the weight of a wallet and the wallet's owner is proportional.
Which doesn't make any fucking sense.
It literally makes no sense, and it's never brought up.
I thought it was going to be about the overweight guy.
Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It wasn't.
There was a lot less sweat in this episode.
There was a lot less sweat.
Okay, no, but legit though, Ibuki, he looks like a dude bro, but he's actually has a kind of emotional element to him that
he actually cries in the episode.
He actually cries, which is actually completely sorely missed. This show is actually very well written, in spite of it literally being a show about boys playing rugby. Yeah. It's actually kind of mind-blowing considering the shit that we watched this week.
It's true. Honestly, like, number 24 has all of the like... It could easily be so bad, and yet it's proving us wrong each time.
Yeah, every fucking time.
Yeah. Again, maybe that's because there's no rugby yet. Excuse me?
Maybe the rugby will look fucking great.
Maybe. A bunch of buff boys playing rugby. Yo, if you like buff boys, holy shit. There's like dudes that have like 24 packs.
Yep, 36 packs.
Yeah,
64
exactly.
packs.
Yep.
128 packs.
What's your favorite 64 pack? Mine's Pokemon Snap.
Mine's Harvest Moon 64.
Oh, that's a good one.
Is it even... fun fact, a bunch of N64 games don't actually have the 64 name on it.
Yeah.
It's not Superman 64, it's just Superman.
Yeah. I think... Fuck, I don't know if Harvest Moon 64.
I don't actually think even... while you do that...
While I Google it.
Yeah, number 24. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Magia record, Puella, Magi, Madoka, Magia, Madoka, Puella, Magica, Magia record, side story.
It is
episode
actually.
2.
If you can tell in the review, we actually fucking adore this episode of Madoka.
It's okay. I actually felt a little bit bad that we rank Hanako-kun higher because the second episode was a fucking home run.
So good.
Oh my god.
Just like tone, atmosphere, different things that are happening from the original Madoka, and just like, oh my god, it's so good.
Also, the
mystery setup. The English voice acting was phenomenal.
Yeah, all the Ericas are here.
Yep, 3 whole Ericas. Like, we went to behind the voice actor and we're like, oh, it's Erica Harlicker. We know her. Oh, it's Erica Mendez. We know her. Wait, Erica Lindbeck is also here.
And of course, Cassandra Lee Morris, our fucking favorite, the voice of Morgana.
Her. And Sophis.
Sophis,
Kyubey.
And Kyubey.
Yeah. We never watched the English dub of OG Madoka.
No, we didn't watch it.
I don't think it's on Netflix anymore, so it's kind of hard to get to, But yeah, fucking great episode. Like, honestly, like, just, there's so much going on, and there's, like, tension and mystery, and, like, we get to address the whole mystery of, like, what Iroha's wish was, and it's still, like, unsolved, so we get to have that to keep going on. Oh, it's so good. And the whole, behind the girls as they're talking, the wall showing their true feelings. Yeah. That you like blink and you miss it. Oh, it's so... I'm getting like chills. Yeah, that episode really of Madoka was so fucking good.
That is so fucking good. Is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, just please watch Madoka. It's so good.
Science fell in love, so I tried to prove it. Episode 2, Science steps fell in love, so they tried experiments.
Honestly, the main thing I want to say about this episode is that I appreciated it not being one of our 2 main characters. Yeah. It being the side girl that was introduced last episode. I don't know if they're going to keep doing that, but I like her because she's such a, like, y'all are fucking weird. Y'all are fucking dummies.
She brings a lot of, levity.
Yes.
Levity to an otherwise ridiculous anime.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, again, we keep coming back to the fact that the romance between boy and girl feels genuine.
Yeah.
And this does a lot of things where, like, he actually shows affection towards her, which never fucking happens.
That never happens in anime.
Like, in the anime where, like, the boy's supposed to be this self-insert for you to, like, get to experience the idea of having a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, those guys never fucking show affection, which is gross. But, you know, seeing both of these guys being interested in one another is actually refreshing and nice.
It is very cute. Like, and even, like, the anime goes out of its way to, like, tell you that, yeah, he's, you know, a little bit nervous around girls, but, like, he still likes, like, and appreciates all the women that are in his life. Like, he cooks a meal for the side girl. That sounds like it's his girl on the side.
I will clarify that both guy and girl cook the meal for a normal brown-haired girl.
It's true.
Is there anything else you want to say about science types?
Science types. They're good.
Nice, huh?
Yeah, that's it.
What about Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken Episode 2? Eizouken takes the stage.
Listen, I feel like this is the anime that everybody knows is really good this season. We almost don't need to talk about it, but it's fucking beautiful.
It's fucking beautiful. Also, there's a wheelchair-accessible ramp.
I know, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
What the hell? I did a double take because you were like, is that a ramp? And I was like, what? And I paused it and I was like, there's a fucking ramp.
There's a fucking ramp.
We've never seen, like, a disabled character, but the fact that they include a ramp is kind of insane.
That showed forethought, because it's like, hey, this is a school building with multiple levels. How would someone who has a wheelchair traverse this area?
Yeah, or someone who has trouble walking, like with a cane or something.
Yeah.
Like, that's so mind-blowing.
The whole bit of, like, showing how, like, the little setup for, like, taking or filming the animation cells was so fucking interesting.
That was so cool. The whole, like, they moved the car around along the thing. Oh my god, it's so good.
So fucking good.
Yeah, Eizouken is, like, it's great if you have any appreciation for anime, which you probably might watching our show. So, like, just fucking watch Eizouken. It's on Crunchyroll. A bunch of episodes are out at this point.
And now time for the big bats.
Time for our episode 3s.
In Spectre episode 3, the rumors of the Steel Lady. What the actual fuck happened here?
I got so sad when we opened the show and we were still at the fucking serpent.
Yeah. So half of this episode is more just sitting around a campfire and then sitting in a taxi talking about something that happened off screen.
Yeah, and the worst part is, like, the most egregious part is, like, throughout the entire episode 2, they never really explain how she gets all of her information on this case. And then in episode 3, they're like, oh shit, we gotta, you know, how did she get this personal information from this lady? Oh, I had a ghost go sit in her room for a while.
Yeah, and just listen to her, I guess, monologue by herself, I guess?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, because people do that. Yeah, I guess people do that.
Crazy people do that. Whoa.
It's real talk, though. Like, the entirety of like, episode 2 and half of episode 3 is entirely worthless.
Yeah.
Like, let me tell you how a good story would have tackled this. We would have actually gotten to see Kotoko actually investigate.
Yeah.
And maybe try piecing the story together in her head or bouncing ideas off of the boy, but instead they just fucking sit. They just sit and talk.
Yeah, it's so dumb. And then we just skip forward and we're following some random cop lady who, coincidence, turns out to be the boy's ex. Whoa!
Yeah, small world.
And then the girls meet each other, and then the end of the episode, the ex punches Kotoko in the face because she's dating her
You skipped over a lot of bad stuff.
I did, but that felt very egregious.
Okay, let's rewind for a second. So, there is the whole mystery, this whole true crime bullshit that we've been following has no, like, bang at the end.
Yeah.
It's just like Kotoko just guesses the solution, and then later on she's like, yeah, I just kind of guessed it, and I figured this was what makes the most sense.
This was actually what happened.
There was no payoff.
No,
there's no fucking payoff to any of this. It's a fucking waste of time.
It feels very bad.
And I want you to imagine how jarring it is. Like, Kotoko and whatever fucking Kuro, yeah. Well, now I know his fucking name. Kotoko and Self-Insert Man are sitting in the back of a taxi cab.
Yeah.
And they're talking. We do the ad break. We come back 2 years later.
Instantly 2 years later. What?
There's absolutely no fucking easing you into that. It's just 2 years later, and now Titty Ghost.
Yeah, Titty Ghost.
It's just Titty Ghost.
That's all they talk about her.
Like everyone mentions she has huge breasts and she's scantily clad, but she has no face, which is the male ideal of a perfect woman. No face, no personality, but huge tits and ass.
Yep, and a cute outfit.
There came a point in this show, right around, like, suddenly 2 years later, where I'm like, okay, the writing here is actually just asinine and bad.
It was actually even before that.
This is actually terrible. Like, I like to give writers the benefit of the doubt because they spend more time making this than I did, clearly. You know, we only watched 23 minutes, but someone might have spent a year writing the original source material for this. Or whoever adapted this anime, I don't know, just... I was gonna say something really fucking vulgar.
Jesus.
But this is handled very badly.
It's so bad.
The unforgivable thing... And the points in which you're like, I forgot a man wrote this. That the flowering joke is fucking terrible. And it's not... See, the worst part of it, I don't want to explain the joke, then the worst part of it is not... Because it's not a joke, it's a comment. It's just a flat-out comment. But the worst part of it is not that Kotoko openly, basically tells the camera that she and self-insert man fucked, and that he fucked her and it hurt her and he deflowered her. But the grossest part is how the male writer, in order to get around how jarring and gross a comment that is, and worrisome that is, has the cop lady say something that a regular person would never say to basically normalize the gross remark.
Yeah.
Because what that comment said is that, like, hey, Kotoko is a character in this world, but don't forget that she's a woman with a vagina, and that's the purpose that she serves in the story.
Oh, and there's so much of that.
There's so much of that. But the cop lady, like, says, oh, what? It's on the screen right now. Japanese kids nowadays say the darnest things. Yeah, like a fucking person would say that.
Yeah, somebody would just say that to a random stranger.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I like to walk into Chili's and just talk about deflowering people. And then I like it when everyone around me goes, man, Max just says the darnest things.
Yeah.
Like, writers show their hands sometime in the writing process. I like to believe that writers want to really tell a good story. I want to believe in the goodness of people, but this just shows the fucking hand because it has this really gross comment, and then basically hide your own trail, hide your own evidence, be like, hey, it's not a gross joke if the other person in the scene doesn't think it's gross, right? It's not it's not worrying.
Like, what?
He's like, wow, you like she justifies the comment for Kotoko, this person she just literally stumbled into.
Yeah, who literally stumbled into her.
Like that's not even like Japanese like fucking. I don't know the word that I'm looking. Yeah, just Japanese people being like very really politeness is the word I'm looking for. It's not politeness. That's the author putting words in the character's mouth to get around how gross that or how worrisome that scenario is.
Yeah. Also, if you do it right, it shouldn't hurt. Why do I gotta be the one to tell you this?
Welcome back to Sex Education with Dango Duo. Have you thought about lubrication? Have you thought about
working up to that?
Fucking idiot. Anyhow.
Oh, also, the mystery lady, the one who...
Oh, the titty ghost?
No, the murder guy.
Yeah, half of the episode, yeah.
Still about her. Should we even talk about this?
Oh, yeah! Oh, the whole reveal, by the way, there's I'm holding the largest quotation fingers in the world. The reveal is that the woman who murdered the man and tossed his body, she did that because she wanted the cops to find the body of the baby that she had a miscarriage that she dumped into the river like 3 years prior.
Yeah. As if, that pile of goop wouldn't have already disintegrated.
Because that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know,
that makes sense.
To me, this is the point in which, you're right. Yeah. This is the point in which it became asinine writing, because this descended into what I refer to as the American Horror Story levels of bad writing, where it's like, well, she's a woman, and women apparently can't lift the body, so she had to use a wheelbarrow because women are weak. And what's a woman good for? Well, she checks all the boxes. She is a sister. She is a girlfriend. She is a mother. She also has the ability to create children and miscarriages.
Yep.
And Lucy said children.
Yep.
That's the 5 check marks of a fucking Ryan Murphy character, by the way.
Oh God, I know.
A woman who's related to someone who is a girlfriend. I mean, like, had there been an adultery, then she would have checked the extra bonus triple S tier Ryan Murphy character checklist.
Yeah.
But anyhow, in Spectre, it's a fucking disappointment, and I fucking hate it. Also, by the way, okay, you want to have a show with the disabled character. I mean, that's not true. This show doesn't want to have... This show just wants to have a girl with a cane. But
in the leg that cut off.
But we have Kotoko like do backflips and like literally like
and she
like
kicks
like
Steel Ghost Lady with her one leg.
She's moving in ways that she wouldn't be able to move with a prosthetic leg, and that's so fucking egregious. And
especially since they spent time, before saying like, oh, she needs help going upstairs, she can't really run. Yeah. And then this episode, she fucking books it, and she runs, and she kicks, and she backflips, and then she hops on her one leg to go get her other leg, and I'm just like, what?
And I'm not saying that, people who need a prosthetic leg can't do those things, but the whole thing of it, like she's doing like action anime character feats.
Yeah, which she somehow was able to do within 2 years' time.
And I just fucking hate this gets lost amongst all the trash. There's no redeeming quality in this anime.
No,
not anymore.
No,
not anymore.
And it's sad because like this concept towards the end of like cop lady and disabled yokai talker coming together to solve crime.
Yeah, kitty.
I know,
but it's not that. It's not gonna be that. It's gonna be lady parking meter lady, because she's not a cop. She's a parking meter lady. Remember, because women can't be cops in Japan. Yeah. It's a parking meter lady and my jailbait wife, and self-insert man. Yeah. Going on spiritual adventures.
On spiritual adventure to get booby lady.
Yeah, to get the booby ghost.
Booby ghost. I know.
That's what this anime... Yeah, because remember that these two, quotation fingers, independent, strong female characters are still anchored by
the man. The man that they're connected
No-Face
by.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that, while we're, on riding the high...
Or the low.
Let's just talk about 22/7, episode 3. Hello, happy new world, though.
Happy what it.
Oh my fucking god.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's a rant in me about, we have given all the tries in the world to these 2 episodes because they were the ones that were the most mystifying. And strangely enough, our first impression just turned out to be right.
Yeah. I hate it.
God. 22/7. And we it's so hard to talk about all these things in 2 minutes because we love those videos being short. It's just here's what we feel, because being limited is better than
than having all the time in the world and nobody watching the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean not even so much that, but just really getting our point across. But you said it. The whole episode feels unearned.
Yeah, it's so cheap, and it felt especially egregious to me, and I don't think this is at all on purpose. But the whole fact that at the concert, they, for some reason, though nobody uses it, they have a piano there for the climax of the episode where Miu could go play the piano because the sound kick, yeets itself. And it feels especially like a reverse of what happened in the first Love Live concert, where Ryuko had basically an anxiety attack on stage from not being able to play the piano when she was supposed to. And it just, that dissonance of doing it but reverse just felt extra cheap to me, and I don't think that's on purpose, but it just kind of added to the feeling of y'all didn't fucking earn this. Miu did not earn this.
Honestly, I feel like you kind of nail it on the head, because it's also there just so happens to be a piano just off stage, and they just happen to have cameras and lighting set up backstage to record her.
Yeah, for the piano?
And also, they did not set it up as though this was part of the plan of the wall or whatever bullshit.
No.
Gorilla Man, I forget his fucking name.
I don't know if he has a name.
But Gorilla Man, looks legitimately shocked when it happens, and he's like, "Oh, fucking record Miu." Do you just have cameras? But the whole thing here, and it's so bad when the songs are playing, and Miu is talking over them, drowning out the music, and
with her self-depreciating comments.
And I know that's what depression is like, Max. I know I fucking have it, and I have anxiety too.
We all have it.
But the thing is this. We skip a month into the future.
Yeah.
They're we have a month to prepare, and then we see...
We have a 5-minute training montage.
No. It was a minute. We didn't spend a quarter of this episode in a montage. It's 1 minute of them, practicing, singing, and dancing, and then we skip forward into the future.
And then it's a month ahead and time for the concert.
And the thing that I hate is that, it's been a month into the future, but Miu hasn't actually developed as a character at all. A month of training didn't change her confidence in her own performance or anything?
Oh, no, and the worst part is you could see the stupid, twist coming where she's like, oh, and now I can see in the light. Oh no, is that my mom?
It's strange that my mom didn't decide to address my new job in the last month that I've been doing it, and I've been coming home sore and stressed from work, but she hasn't addressed or talked to me about it, though she sure is not complaining about the new influx of money that I'm getting. How strange it is that we just skipped a month into the future and we don't address what happened. We don't actually
talk about any of it. This is why AKB 0048 is better. because the whole first episode is devoted to, like, Nagisa's family and everybody's families and, like, what they would think if they all became idols, which in that world is, like, is illegal, basically. So, like...
Yeah, like to me, again, there's just piles of problems. Because, like, we never established that Miu's mom is against her being an idol. Like, we never talk about it. So, like, the whole notion that I'm like...
Oh, no, Mom found out.
Yeah, to me, it just seems kind of like it's artificially supposed to be... Like, we're supposed to assume that she doesn't want her daughter to be an idol, but it's never stated.
It's never stated.
So the whole time I'm like, so, is this a good thing or a bad thing?
Right.
And, of course, like, suddenly Miu, in spite of just... Like, we never hear her or see her say, I actually want to make... Like, you know what? This is worth working for.
Yeah, she's doing it out of, like, spite and bitterness of, like, yeah, everyone fired me and everyone doesn't like me. I want to be the best idol. And it's not... It doesn't feel good. It feels bad.
And also, they got a full concert? Like
yeah, it's only 200, like, seats, but still.
It's still... Like, how?
How did they sell out that quick?
Ugh. And also, by the way, there's still gay baiting in this episode, by the way. Like,
right at the end, Sakura's like,
Sakura.
I couldn't say it to her,
in spite that she told her last time. She told her last episode that she big loved her.
Big love.
Daisuke.
Big
love.
Big
Huge love.
Massive love.
So, Kitty, the last question of the day. Which was worse? 22/7 or Inspector?
It's Inspector.
It's Inspector.
Yeah.
But let's just make it clear. We're not saying 22/7 is good.
No.
It's still bad, but it's nowhere near as bad as Inspector. So I guess that, like... Sorry, I would drop Inspector in the tier list. I would drop it to okay or the bottom of okay, because...
It's at the top of okay right now.
I would put it at the bottom of okay. I would raise me up. I would raise Bofuri, because fucking Bofuri...
Bofuri got good.
Bofuri got good. And there's a whole conversation about, like, giving shows more episodes, and maybe a show gets better or gets worse.
Like our one-off that we did, the 3-episode rule.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll come back.
I mean, the first episode was still pretty good.
Yeah. No, I mean our format of the 3-episode rule.
Yeah.
It happened once, but...
Yeah, well, listen,
we're busy with first episodes.
Yeah, and I prefer the shorter format anyway. It's fun. And just recording it is fun.
Yeah.
But it's the thing that, like... We've talked about this in the past, but, like, the first episode is kind of like the benchmark for how the rest of the show is going to go. And, yes, sometimes shows get better, like Bofuri, but I think that's the exception to the rule, because out of 30 shows, the only one that actually legitimately improved
the one that we wanted to see maybe improve was Bofuri.
Yeah, and like, someone's gonna say, didn't Dendrogram get better? No, the voice acting is amazing in there, but the show's still terrible.
Yeah, the show's bad.
So, but Bofuri is the only one, so 1 out of 30, a 3% chance that your show might improve.
Yeah, I mean, Madoka got better, but Madoka was already good.
Well, Madoka was already better. Madoka was on the best part of the tier list, and we're getting a package.
Oh, that's our cookies.
Huh, package, huh? Let's see what's in there. Oh, it's a letter. It says... If you enjoyed this lightning fast recap, consider liking and subscribing for more Dango Duo shenanigans, and come back tomorrow for more episode 2s.
3s.
No, we're
what are we giving a second episode to that we haven't already?
Oh fuck, you're totally right. Yeah, episode 3s, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to more Hanako-kun.
Madoka.
I'm actually looking forward to Bofuri.
Yeah, no, actually, Bofuri could get good.
Yeah.
Well, it could get even better.
Yeah, it could get even better, and I legit want to watch another Dendrogram just because...
We may keep watching Dendrogram.
Michaela Krantz is a gift to this world.
Yeah. I mean, like, what else we didn't even watch? Number 24... Maybe.
In case you're wondering, we are done with Inspector and 22/7.
I can't keep being disappointed by these two shows. But it just makes me so sad.
Hey, things only get better from here. And if there's a show that you have been watching and you're like, hey guys, you should give a second episode to this one or that one, even if it is like it gets so bad and worse, like it's so bad it might be good. Hey, let us know.
Can't be an interspecies reviewers though.
Sorry, the thing you're looking for does no longer exist.
404.
Yeah.
Show not found.
Oh, what a shame. Don't press F in the chat. It's fine.
No. Although, exciting news, I guess, this is at the end of the episode, so it doesn't look matter. Beastars is now, from last season, is now on Netflix, so...
Yeah. So maybe someday Kute Dragons will be on Netflix.
Yeah, and like, another season, at the end of next season, Kute Dragons will finally be on Netflix.
And we'll find out what dragons really taste like.
Delicious.